Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Giselle Wallace, lesbian life coach and author. And here on my YouTube channel, I provide my lesbian perspective. And if that interests you, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like and share the video. Thank you very much. Today, I am going to do my lesbian reaction to a video that is titled, quote, "Dear Black Lesbians," end quote. And I actually viewed this very short video. As you can see, it's 1 minute and 33 seconds. And I started not to do this lesbian reaction video because, for one, the video is very triggering, so I want to warn you ahead of time. It is triggering, but I thought it would be a disservice if I did not do my lesbian reaction video discussing my thoughts, my lesbian perspective, and my lesbian reaction to this video titled "Dear Black Lesbians." Now, the person who did this video, their YouTube channel name is Rizzotheartist, who is a black male who discusses black lesbians and refers to them as "dear black lesbians." But I want you to judge for yourself if you think that he really means affectionately that he is addressing whom he calls dear black lesbians. I will proceed with playing the video. Please keep in mind I may stop and start so that I can provide my lesbian perspective and my lesbian reaction. And thank you for listening today.
I'd like to first start off by saying that I love my beautiful black sisters, and I would have no other as my wife and as the mother of my children. I will go to say this, and this is in a kind way. This is not bashing black women for their lifestyles. This is just basically saying one thing. As a pro-black advocate, I have to say that if you're not going to do what you was put on this earth to do, and that is to create more black people in order to help out the black culture, then you are worthless to the black movement. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so I'm going to pause right there. So he goes on to say that he is addressing dear black lesbians. So when you use the verbiage dear, that means that you are affectionately calling on a person or a group of people. And he's saying dear black lesbians, which he's being very specific. He's referring to black lesbians. And he said that he views these women as the only kind of woman that he will be with or marry. And then he proceeds to say that black lesbians, dear black lesbians, if you are not doing what you are purposed to do while on this earth, which he says is having babies for black males. then you are worthless. First of all, he's addressing Black lesbians. Black lesbians are Black female homosexuals. They are not Black heterosexual women. But yet, he's addressing Dear Black Lesbians. He made a video telling Black lesbians that they're the kind of women that he wants to be with, sleep with, and that they should be sleeping with him and having babies to prolong the Black race. And then he proceeds to insult the Black lesbians by saying, because you are Black lesbians and you're not having babies for him, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, which is keep the Black race going. So he obviously is taking it very personal that there are Black lesbians. And to read in between the lines, this is a very angry Black male, because without him even saying it, he knows that these women are Black lesbians and that they are not interested in him because he is a male and they are Black lesbians. Black lesbians are Black women or females who are homosexual. So why would they be interested in you as a Black male or as a male in general? They are lesbians. So it is completely asinine and ignorant for him to say, Dear Black lesbians, you're not doing your job, your duty of having my Black babies to prolong the Black race. So you are worthless. He is extremely misogynistic. And he is also someone who claims to be pro-Black. I am not someone who claims to be pro-Black, but I understand what the concept of pro-Black means. And he claims to be pro-Black. Being pro-Black does not mean that you don't acknowledge being a Black person. I acknowledge being a Black person. As a matter of fact, I acknowledge that I am a Black lesbian woman. But pro-Black means that you are racist because your focus is entirely on Black people and you disregard other races and nationalities of people. And that's why being pro-Black is embedded in racism. It becomes very toxic because you cannot judge or ridicule people who are Caucasian or white people who are also called, quote, white supremacists, or there's not really a term where they call themselves pro-white, but they basically only worship and uphold the white race. And they have the same ideologies where they want to be the only race, the superior race, and continue their lineage, keep their bloodline pure by only procreating with people who are within their race or nationality. You cannot judge someone else who behaves this way when you are behaving the exact same way. And this male, this black male in this video, said with his own mouth he is pro-black. And I do not support the pro-black ideology, just like I do not support any ideology which views their race or nationality as being superior. His focus is on black lesbians and impregnating them and telling them that they are worthless because they are not pregnant. They are not reproducing to prolong the black race because he's pro-black. And his deep-seated misogyny is because he hates the fact that black lesbians do not desire him sexually. Well, that is a personal problem because not only is he not acknowledging what lesbian means and who black lesbians are, he is utterly disrespecting black women, black females, the black race, and the sexual orientation of these black lesbians. So his pro-black rhetoric is prejudice, it's racist, and it's homophobic because he believes that black women or black females need to be available to him or any other black male who has this same pro-black agenda, that they are only to be, black lesbians are only to be used for the purpose of having babies with a black male to prolong the black race.
And this is in a kind way. This is not my children. I will go to say this. And this is in a kind way. This is not bashing black women for their lifestyles. This is just basically saying one thing. As a pro-black advocate, I have to say that if you're not going to do what you was put on this earth to do, and that is to create more black people in order to help out the black culture, then you are worthless to the black movement. That's all I'm saying. You're worthless to black people in general because you was put on this earth for a specific reason, and that is to appropriate. That is to have children, to bring forth more children, to bolster the black nation. That's why you was put on this planet. And if you have come to the conclusion that this is something that you refuse to do, then you are refusing to do what you was put on this earth for in the first place. And
the audacity of this black male who says he is pro-black, he said that he is being kind to these black lesbians by telling them that they are worthless because they are not doing what they're supposed to do while on earth, which is make more babies, more black babies, prolong the black race. Again, this pro-black rhetoric. And he says they need to be expanding the black nation. This mindset that he has is equivalent to the mindset of white supremacists who want white women to make babies and prolong the white race and keep the white race pure. This is the same rhetoric, and that's why I am 100% against pro-black rhetoric. And then he goes on to proceed and say that black lesbians are not helping black people. We're not helping black people. So black lesbians have a responsibility, a mandate to help black people. And according to him, we're useless if we're not pregnant. He said black lesbians need to be procreating. And then he goes on and he says that black lesbians are refusing to do what he wants them to do, which is be pregnant, have babies for him, a black male, pro-black, misogynistic, racist, and homophobic person. And he says that he's being kind to black lesbians by telling them this. And then he says black lesbians are refusing to prolong the black race. Black lesbians are not helping black people. The truth is, people like him, who he says he's a pro-black and he's a black male, he is the one that is instigating and causing division among black people. Because see, black lesbians are black people. Black lesbians are in black families. Black lesbians reside and interact and commune with black communities. But yet, he's falsely and harshly accusing black lesbians of not helping black people. And black lesbians do not have to make babies for black males. What he fails to admit is that women have a right to their own bodies. They are not to be controlled and dominated by black males or any male, regardless of his race or his nationality. Women are their own human individual person, and they have the right to their body. Their body belongs to them and not to anyone else. You do not own black lesbians. You are not entitled to black lesbians. Black lesbians do not want husbands. Black lesbians do not want to date males or men because we're lesbians. And it's so idiotic for him to say that black lesbians are not procreating, because that's false. There are many black lesbians who have biological children of their own. There's even black lesbians who are in loving partnerships with other black women, and they actually, one or both of the black lesbian women have biological children of their own. They start families of their own. according to how they decide they want to build up their black lesbian family. So it's a lie that black lesbians do not procreate. But if they choose to not have any children, that is 100% absolutely their right. And I despise any male who interrogates women. In this situation or scenario, him referring to black lesbians, he's interrogating their lives and what they're supposed to do with their sexuality and with their reproductive system. And he is in total violation. He is extremely disrespectful and hateful. So he is not kind at all, like he says he is. And really, I sense that he has bitterness towards black lesbians because he cannot access black lesbians. And this is why I usually will say there's a lot of men collectively, regardless of their race or even where their nationality is, collectively, many of them despise lesbians because they know that lesbianism is a true phenomenon. They will try to convince all lesbians that they're supposed to be with a man because they know that lesbians are truly lesbians. Lesbians do not date men. Lesbians do not have sex with men. Lesbians do not marry men. And from as long as we can recall, men have tried to overpower and control women in every sense of the way, especially when it comes to their sexuality, their bodies and their sexual orientation and their reproductive system. Men want to control women as if they are owned like property. And it infuriates these males, and I call them males because they are not mature male human beings. They're not men. They are infuriated with lesbians because they do not have access to lesbians. And this is proof. This is proof.
Put on this earth to do. Styles, this is just basically saying one thing. As a pro-black advocate, I have to say that if you're not going to do what you was put on this earth to do, and that is to create more black people in order to help out the black culture, then you are worthless to the black movement. That's all I'm saying. You're worthless to black people in general because you was put on this earth for a specific reason, and that is to appropriate. That is to have children, to bring forth more children, to bolster the black nation. That's why you was put on this planet. And if you have come to the conclusion that this is something that you refuse to do, then you are refusing to do what you was put on this earth for in the first place. And that is to create more black men and black women. That is your primary reason why you was put on this earth. And for the sisters that have decided to opt out from that job, you are not pro-black, nor are you a benefit to the black culture, period. planet. And if you have come to the conclusion that this is something that you refuse to do, then you are refusing to do what you was put on this earth for in the first place. And that is to create more black men and black women. That is your primary reason why you was put on this earth. And for the sisters that have decided to opt out from that job, you are not pro-black, nor are you a benefit to the black culture, period. Decided to opt out.
This is disgusting. This is atrocious. He said that black lesbians are not worthy of being black people, and that black people have no use of them because they're black lesbians and they're not procreating for black males. And he said that black lesbians are opting out of their job of making babies. He says black lesbians have a job of making black babies for black males. And he said if you refuse and opt out, then you are worthless and you are not pro-black. You have no use for black people if you are a black lesbian and you are not pushing out babies. This is what he said. Well, as I said already, I identify as a black lesbian woman. I do not have any children. I am not pro-black. I do not date black males. I don't sleep with black males. I definitely have never been married to a black male. And I'm not opting out. I'm not refusing. I am who I am. I am a black lesbian woman. And I don't care if he thinks that I'm worthless and useless. But do you see how evil this black male is who says he's pro-black? That he has the audacity to record this treacherous, evil message and upload it on YouTube so other listeners can listen to this trash, and so that he can spread this hatred, this misogyny, and this homophobia against people who he claims that he loves and supports, that he calls dear. If you are so pro-black, why are you so pro-hate against black lesbians? You are a walking contradiction. You are a hypocrite. You are wicked and cursed. Be careful how you judge people, because you will reap what you sow. You reap what you sow because it is a universal law that was created by the Most High God. If you think that tearing down black people by marginalizing a specific group within the black community is healthy and progressive and even righteous, you are lost. Black lesbians are black women or black females. Black lesbians have black families. Black lesbians, they are in black communities and they are loved by black people. But not just by black people. They're loved by people. My hope is that Black lesbians love themselves, that they are not tricked by the deception of these type of messages from Black males who are pro-Black, to where you think that maybe I should have children because then I would be accepted as a Black lesbian in the Black community. No, they will never accept you as a Black lesbian, because without him even saying it, he has already disowned Black lesbians, whom he calls dear Black lesbians. He has disowned Black lesbians because he thinks that you need to be pregnant and only with a male. He completely and utterly disregards your sexual orientation, your race, as well as your sex. This is one of the most cold-hearted human beings that I have heard on YouTube. So love yourself, Black lesbians. Respect yourself. Take care of yourself. And just learn from these type of toxic, hateful messages. And use it to your advantage. And live your best life. Your body, your reproductive system, your reproductive rights, your sexuality, your sexual orientation, your race, your sex, your gender, your sexual orientation belongs to you and not anyone else. I am Giselle Wallace, lesbian life coach and author. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share the video. And if you are interested in receiving life coaching, contact me. All of my contact information is here on YouTube in the description box. Peace and blessings.